I'd like to call on stage Mr. Poojan Doshi, Managing Director, Waaree Renewable Technologies, along with Mr. Anuj Sharma, CEO, Hydrogen. Speaking a little bit about their background, Pujan is a graduate in instrumentation engineering from Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology, Mumbai. He joined the Waaree Group in 2012 and was appointed as Managing Director of WRTL in September 2016. Over the past 9 years, he has led the company's expansion across the realm of EPC, renewable power infrastructure, and emerging areas including green ammonia and hydrogen. Pujan will be now presenting the WRTL story. Joining him on stage is also with us Mr. Anuj Sharma. Anuj brings about 31 years of experience in the realm of industrial gases and the energy sector. He has held Managing Director and Chief Operating Officer roles at Praxair, India and Linde, Malaysia, giving him a truly global perspective on industrial gas and clean energy value chains. At Waaree, he is spearheading the development of 1 gigawatt alkaline electrolyzer facility and championing India's green hydrogen ambitions. He is widely recognized as a thought leader in India's energy transition, advocating for green hydrogen and clean technologies at the highest level. So without further ado, can I request Mr. Sharma and Mr. Doshi to make their way onto the stage. Over to both of you.
Hopefully we are the desert of the entire session today and you enjoyed this as well. On behalf of the entire Waaree family, welcome to Waaree 2.0 Unbound and to what I believe is one of the most significant investment conversations Waaree has ever hosted. My name is Pujan and I'm here to introduce Waaree's green hydrogen and future fuel business. Having spent over a decade in the energy and energy transition business, I have seen cycles, I have seen hypes, I have seen trends. And what I learned is the difference between a hype and a trend. And this today, what we are presenting, is truly a transformation for the group. Standard safe harbor statements. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. It is ubiquitous in nature, present in water, organic matter, and in the very hydrocarbons that power our world today. Yet, for most of the human history, hydrogen has played only a supporting role as an input, but not as an energy carrier. This is about to change. Green hydrogen is produced by splitting water using renewable energy or using biomass. No gray, no blue, just clean, green energy carrying the promise of industrial transformation. Waaree understands this chemistry deeply, and we intend to be the company that industrializes this at scale in India. The breadth of the hydrogen's application is what makes this opportunity truly extraordinary. In conventional industries, hydrogen already underpins refineries, fertilizer production, chemical industry, food processing, and secondary steel making. These are proven operating real markets today. But now, with emerging frontiers such as maritime shipping, aviation, transport, primary steel, power generation, and natural gas blending. These are hard to abate sectors, cannot be decarbonized by electrification alone. They need hydrogen. What we are witnessing is the convergence of energy security, industrial decarbonization, and new export markets all converging around a single molecule. Let me tell you why the world, and in India in particular, needs green hydrogen right now. The geopolitical shocks of last few years have delivered one significant lesson to every nation on earth. Energy dependence is a strategic vulnerability. In fact, India imports more than 80% of its crude needs every year, and even today. Surging crude and gas prices, fossil fuel shortages, severe economic disruptions cascading from supply chain crises, all of these have made one thing clear: the world cannot continue to rely on one import-reliant and carbon-intensive fossil fuel sources. Green hydrogen answers that call. It delivers energy independence for nations, long-term price stability for industries, a pathway to industrial decarbonization, and crucially for India, a massive global export opportunity in e-fuels. Green hydrogen is not just environmental aspiration, it's a matter of national economic sovereignty. Now like to hand over to Anuj to please continue the presentation.
Thank you. Thanks, Pujan bhai, for setting the context and talking about the importance of hydrogen. And let me take the conversations forward and talk about the policy environment as well as talk about the ground realities. Government of India has clearly recognized the importance of hydrogen at the highest level and has launched the National Green Hydrogen Mission, which aims at putting India or making India a global hub for production, utilization, and export of green hydrogen and its derivatives. Under the National Green Hydrogen Mission, the government has set the target for production of 5 million ton per annum green hydrogen by 2032 and aiming at attracting investments of more than 8 lakh crores and generating new jobs more than about 6 lakh crores. To reach this particular target of 5 million tons per annum of green hydrogen, this is going to require close to about 50 to 75 gigawatt of electrolyzers and a very large, more than 100 gigawatt of renewable energy as well. The mission, National Green Hydrogen Mission, focuses on hard-to-abate sectors: refineries, fertilizers, mobility, shipping, and others. The government also is providing support in terms of financial incentives for production of green hydrogen as well as production of electrolyzers locally to ensure there is a faster adoption of green hydrogen. Now, obviously, we are talking about policy, and the question you may have in mind is what's happening on ground. So let's talk about what's happening in reality. So what we see is Solar Energy Corporation of India has already awarded production-linked incentives for about 0.8 million tons of green hydrogen production and about 3 gigawatt of electrolyzer manufacturing capacity within the country. Not only that, SECI has already awarded contracts for about 0.7 million ton per annum of green hydrogen production and supplies to fertilizer companies. Various refineries have already awarded contracts for long-term contracts for production and supply of green hydrogen. More than about 1 million ton per annum of green ammonia contracts have been signed, primarily for export purposes, and we are clearly seeing green hydrogen getting adopted even in hard-to-abate sectors like steel. So clearly, green hydrogen is no more a future tense, it is present tense, the market is live and growing. Now, let me talk about various revenue opportunities in the green hydrogen business. First and foremost, it's the equipment which is required for production of green hydrogen, and electrolyzers and balance of plant forms the majority of the equipment needed. Second, long-term offtake agreements for supply of green hydrogen from industrial customers who need decarbonized feedstock. And third, the revenues coming out of e-fuels like ammonia, methanol, sustainable aviation fuel for both domestic as well as the export requirements. And I can tell you that globally, companies are willing to contract for these export commodities.
Let's talk numbers. Today, 100 million tons of green hydrogen, or rather just the hydrogen, is being consumed globally, to which India produces and consumes only 6 million tons per annum, primarily used in refineries and fertilizer companies. India's green hydrogen demand stands at about 5 million tons per annum by 2032. This is the national target. This is a clear case of conversion from existing gray hydrogen systems to accelerated demand of green hydrogen. The question that every investor in this room might have is why Waaree? The answer starts with the scale of an integrated opportunity. For every 1 million metric ton of green hydrogen, we would need 10 to 12 gigawatt of electrolyzers, which in turn needs 10 to 12 gigawatt of RTC, round-the-clock power, which means a combination of solar, wind, and BESS. Solar, roughly 15 to 20 gigawatt, wind, roughly 10 to 12 gigawatt, and BESS, roughly 6 to 8 gigawatt is required. Now you can simply multiply by these numbers by the target that has been taken by the country. This is where Waaree shines, a fully integrated value chain for which Waaree has already proven deep capabilities across manufacturing, EPC, battery storage, and now electrolyzer through the technology partnership. We have the balance sheet credibility to compete for a significant market share, and the integration at Waaree is its most powerful competitive moat.
Let's talk about what we have done and what we plan to do. So in terms of technology, we have already completed our technology tie-up for local manufacturing of pressurized alkaline electrolyzers. The reason for us to choose this technology is because of the maturity of the technology. Alkaline pressurized electrolyzers are being operated throughout the world for more than 100 years and are rugged, scalable, durable, and cost-effective. Our technology partner has been in the business of making electrolyzers for more than 18 years with large number of patents for stack and balance of plant design. The electrolyzer stacks and balance of plant, what we are going to manufacture in India, are going to comply with the relevant ISO, ASME standards, and even will be able to meet the CE certification requirements. Beyond building manufacturing capability in India, we are also looking at making sure that we are able to localize almost all the components and reduce the dependency on the imports to the extent possible. Now here, we talk about Waaree's commitment, and it can be seen on ground in Valsad, Gujarat, where we are coming up with a 1 gigawatt alkaline electrolyzer manufacturing capacity with an investment of about 675 crores. And just to let everybody know that Waaree has also received the production-linked incentives for electrolyzer manufacturing worth about 440 crores and about 510 crores for green hydrogen manufacturing. We have been building a highly skilled team over last several years, and today we have about 70 dedicated engineers working on bringing the best electrolyzer for production of green hydrogen. The state-of-art facility which we are setting up in Gujarat is going to be highly automated with dedicated sheds for stack manufacturing, assembly of those, and also balance of plant manufacturing. We are coming up with country's most comprehensive research and development lab, which is embedded along with the manufacturing facility. And here we will also be in a position to test large capacity stacks up to about 5 megawatt capacity. Moving forward, just to highlight the focus on the technology, and innovation is not something, a buzzword for Waaree, but it is actually engineered in the business model itself. And our focus in terms of technology, I would say 4 pillars, talking about the technology development itself. We are working on developing the electrode coatings, membrane technology, and also the current density enhancement, all focused towards improving the efficiency of the electrolyzers. The engineering teams are working on modularization to make sure that the construction time at site is reduced to bare minimum. The electrolyzers are going to be automated, and there is a heavy focus on digitalization. Real-time monitoring, remote monitoring and control, and also predictive maintenances. Apart from this, important is how do we integrate everything with the renewable energy? An optimal sizing of the renewable energy assets as well as the hydrogen production assets, and an operating philosophy and the advanced control is something which will lead to the lowest possible levelized cost of hydrogen, which is the unified goal for us.
Strategy is only credible when backed by demonstrated capabilities. And I'm proud to tell you, as you saw in the video earlier, Waaree has already built its first proof of concept plant at Chikli, which is attached to our own solar cell manufacturing facility. This facility not only demonstrates end-to-end hydrogen generation, compression and storage capabilities to deliver high purity gases, it also de-risks our technology pathway to give our customers and investors and stakeholders the confidence that Waaree knows how to build and run these systems. And the market is already rewarding for it with real contracts already in place. We have 2 projects in hand. Project 1 is a multi-technology hydrogen project combining PEM electrolyzers, alkaline electrolyzers, and a refueling station, along with fuel cells and EV charging infrastructure. Project 2 is a build, own, operate plant with a 15-year contract using our 2.5 megawatt pressurized alkaline electrolyzer. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not letter of intent, these are signed and operating contracts which Waaree will deliver. Waaree's green hydrogen strategy is built on 4 pillars. Gigawatt-scale manufacturing, as mentioned by Anuj earlier. Technology leadership by developing local R&D capabilities and supply chain. Value chain integration to become India's one-stop solution for entire green hydrogen ecosystem, from turnkey supplies to operation and maintenance, and all under one roof. And downstream integration by developing derivatives of green hydrogen such as ammonia, methanol, and sustainable aviation fuels. Our stated ambition is to become India's largest integrated multi-technology gigawatt-scale hydrogen manufacturing and solution provider.
And now let me talk about what's required for green hydrogen manufacturing, and how the integrated approach of Waaree is putting us at the forefront. For green hydrogen or green ammonia manufacturing, one of the key equipment is electrolyzer, which is going to be manufactured in-house. We are already into battery energy storage systems. We are into transformer manufacturing, inverters. We already have the renewable energy generation infra. We are a very large EPC company for setting up the renewable energy assets, and we are the largest solar module manufacturers. So if you look at the all the equipments which are required for, or equipments or services which are required for green hydrogen generation. We have it all, and that really puts us ahead of the curve, and why we are going to be competitive in the green hydrogen business. Just to close and summarize, the transition to green hydrogen is not an if, it's happening right now. And Waaree has has made this strategic choice to be here and be ahead of curve. We have the manufacturing excellence and scale. We have the technology and execution capabilities. And above all, we have the team and the determination for getting it done. Waaree 2.0 is unbound because the opportunities are boundless, and we intend to seize it. Thank you.
Thank you.